So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone, the excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We're up and running then. Opts for safety.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
There's the shot! Oh, crossbar! And we have our very first corner. Well read, and the danger is averted. Saudi Arabia have the chance to go the other way. Albert Ferrer promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Kaká.
Mbappe!
He's found a way, decent chance! Caicedo. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So, we're seeing some conservatism here.
And the pass is intercepted. Howson. Saudi Arabia still without a single shot on target. Robinson. No, He's seen through all of that. He's in a great position here. Mbappe stood his ground strongly.
Saudi Arabia always looking for runners up front here.
Yeah, it is a regular tactic of theirs.
Yeah, it can make life really tough for you from a defensive point of view, having to constantly be on guard with people trying to get in behind.
And it's Caicedo. Mbappe, now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, that's a key interception. Caicedo. Could be danger here.
That's going in strongly.
The referee's awarded a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Caicedo. Roulet. And that has left him in a heap. Now Cardozo. Robinson. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Tala. Played out wide. He's being urged to shoot. Delivered low. Kaka. And it's Shevchenko. And he's picked out the run. Just the keeper in. Mbappe! It's bounced back off the post. Carter Vickers. And Nkapie. 30 minutes gone. Belletti. And it's Caicedo. Kaka. Edmilson. Well, they could break here. It's gone out for a throw-in. Roulet. Caicedo. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Kaka. Caicedo spots it and intercepts. Cardoso. Good ball, good real chance! There it is! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Number 7, Luis Suarez.
Saudi Arabia have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Saudi Arabia leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Robinson turns back here, probably the best option. And Caicedo. Tala. He's found some... He's had a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Tries to play it through. Caicedo.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Oh, that's well spotted. Edmilson. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe running with the ball. And that is the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. So your views on the first half?
OK, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. The boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Saudi Arabia with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. Away we go again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Parla. And it's Parla. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rijkaard. And this is Luis Suarez. That's a little off target. Now it's Mbappe. Belletti. Saudi Arabia are still that goal to the good. Belletti.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, that's nice. And can he finish it? And he hits the net. 2 up now, and they are cruising. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Luis Suarez looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And it's Belletti. He has a look up. Hangs it. Takes a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came up beautifully.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. A case now of complete control.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He He's cut it out. Pedro Neto. Saudi Arabia have scored 2 quick goals here. Played back. Caicedo. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pedro Neto. Mbappe. Pass somewhat off target. Kaka. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. No, that's been intercepted. Incapuyi. Cardoso. And it's Belletti. Belletti. And it's Caicedo. And it's Parla. Oh, strongly challenged there.
Ray Parla really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That's a shade optimistic. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Madrid clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, this is a great position.
Roulet really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Pinches it off him. Robinson. Belletti. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Saudi Arabia are closing in on a comfortable win. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone.
Substitution for Saudi Arabia.
Mbappe with a real chance here.
Parla.
Looking here
Number
to alter the
33,
direction of the game.
Robinson. Number 25, Caicedo. Coming on the field, number 18, Pulisic.
Corner number 2 then.
Pervis Estupiñán. Number 22, McKennie. Substitution.
Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And here's Mbappe. Shoots! It's a goal! And they are right back within touch! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And that's that. Saudi Arabia can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results driven as they went. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We're up and running then. There's the shot! Oh, that is really good tenacity. And we have our very first corner. Punched away. That's tidy. Rijkaard. Mbappe. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. And the counter is on. And it's Belletti. Parla. Shot a goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Caicedo. The pass is intercepted. Belletti. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Saudi Arabia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Cardoso. Quality ball. Caicedo. Belletti. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Looking to play him in. Now, what about a counter-attack? Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That is lovely. And that is a little undercooked. Saudi Arabia are looking to break at pace. He's in plenty of space here. He's got away. Cafu, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's forced to go back. Carter Vickers. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And it's Belletti. Now Cardoso. Goes down, but nothing given. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last still. Oh, superb goalkeeping!
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. And the keeper beats it away. An instinct chance! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Carter Vickers, Cardoso, and it's Caicedo. Mbappe, never the sort to be shot shy. Marcelo. Cafu. Rijkaard. Half an hour played now. Parla. Well, that looks a decent ball. Rijkaard. It's a pretty loose pass. Robinson. He won't be happy with that one. Roulet. And he is deftly away. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. It's a Saudi Arabian free kick. This is a great chance to take a lead. That's a... And the shot! It's there! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Belletti. And back to the keeper they go.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Opts for safety. Incapuyi. And it's Belletti. Saudi Arabia leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Carter Vickers. Cardoso. Passing is crisp and sharp. Marcelo. No way through there. And the referee has signalled for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Saudi Arabia just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Saudi Arabia have played well here and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. Back on the way then.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Lovely, now then. Robinson. He's... Header! It's hit the crossbar. Oh, good finish. And this is getting better and better. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Luis Suarez. Cardoso. And it's Robinson. Time and again they are repelled. And here's Suarez. Now it's Mbappe. Belletti. Some good work on the right flank here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And the finish! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Parla. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Ray Parla might well be in for a mouthful from his boss if his teammates don't get there first.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Ekitike.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Caicedo. This is a promising build-up. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Albert Ferrer. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. A nicely aimed pass. That is an excellent defensive intervention from the front man.
Ray Parla really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Parla, who does have an assist to his name. It's Luis Suarez! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Corner number 2 then.
El dorsal 10, el dorsal 8, Snake. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 20.
Saudi Arabia perhaps contemplating their next change here. Cardoso looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Diouf running with the ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's picked it up out wide, and it's played into the middle. Pulisic. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And he's intervened well there. Albert Ferrer. It's Xabi Alonso. Diouf. And this is Shevchenko.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Kaka. Well, that is one way to stop him. Roulet. Well, that's beautifully weighted. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Pulisic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Cardoso. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Tries to pass it through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And no, that was never going to make it.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Oh, and the shot! Kukçu. Diouf. Now it's Shevchenko. Tries to play it through, and this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. That's at the end. Saudi Arabia are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Moulay picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
El Barcelona y el Parma.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway. Mendes reaching 3 figures in terms of his appearances for the club.
Yeah, something that I mentioned to him in person before the match, Peter, although it took some time to register. Pretty much the same with me on my 100th game. I was more focused on winning than anything else.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's being chased here by an unwelcome guest. And it's Ibrahimovic. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieira. And the pass is intercepted. Ibrahimovic.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Nuno Mendes is wide and looking to get onto this. And it's Xavi. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's got away. Iniesta. A few interesting forays forward, but so far they haven't amounted to much. And here's Forlan. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, there's a probing ball. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Iniesta conjures time and space where few can. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Parma, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Some good work on the right flank here. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's McTominay. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Van Dijk. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And that's going to be a booking. Nuno Mendes. Now it's Iniesta. Ibrahimovic. Barcelona claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And he's there to belt it away. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Van Dijk is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Oh, this looks sharp. Van Nistelrooy is herring after that one. James. McTominay. Here's Rodri. And it's Pepe. Pepe running with the ball. And it's Marcelo. It's not an especially good pass, that. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Van Dijk cannot be beaten that easily. Engages and forces him off the ball. Vieira. For Iniesta. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Rodri. Played into space out wide. Oh, he's found support out wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Hangs in a cross. It's a goal kick. Van Dijk is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. At least a return pass. Vieira. Xavi. Now it's Forlan. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Shapes to shoot! Goal!
Surprise, surprise. Look who turns up to give his side the ultimate lift before the break. Now we can look forward to a whole different game in this second half.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Barcelona have fired. Rummenigge! Rummenigge! That is just brilliant! A finish of true class!
Habrá un minuto de
They're
descuento.
level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And the referee has signalled for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So, Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far.
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
Barcelona are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Iniesta. And it's Iniesta. Forlan going face-to-face with his great rival. Ball played for Xavi, looking to pass their way up the pitch. And here's Forlan. Forlan will not want to... Can he finish? Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Van Nistelrooy. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Now it's Bale. Tries one from range. Now, who's going to be first to this? Vieira. Iniesta. Now it's Forlan. Nuno Mendes being watched hawkishly here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Ibrahimovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Tries to play it through. Bale. Lofted in. And it's hoisted clear. Xavi. Vieira. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. And it's Xavi. Well, that pass isn't the best. Rodri. Now James. Great vision. Bale. Oh, sweet feet. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Iniesta. Xavi. And Mendes. And it's Xavi. And it's Ibrahimovic. And Iniesta. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Could move up a gear here. Van Dijk goes forward. Van Nistelrooy might just make this. Rodri. And it's Marcelo. Marcelo stood up well to him there. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Ibrahimovic. And this is Forlan. Knocks it out wide. Opts to play it back. That's a good... Decent chance! Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front! Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 21.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
El dorsal 20.
Barcelona with the lead.
El dorsal 5.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
El dorsal 4.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Sidors. El dorsal 18. Jordi Alba. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Oh no, what has happened here? Now he's off and running. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Marcelo. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep.
Parma really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Cruyff. And here's Cantona. And the shot's on here. Barcelona close now to seeing this one through to the end. Oh, cracking ball. Real chance here. Gets his head on it! And no mistake. They have stolen level at the last. A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
And that will be the final act. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle.
Gigi Buffon, pretty much peerless in every way, Peter.
Tough to disagree with that. Rarely has a keeper surely commanded quite so much as... Shapes to shoot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Aimed beyond the defence. And it's Ibrahimovic. Iniesta knocks it into space, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Ibrahimovic. Nuno Mendes for Xavi. Vieira gets a foot in here. Milan do have a chance to counter here. Oh, that's well spotted. Xavi.
Welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Hullet. He has a look up, looks across and plays it in. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking...
Oh, a gilt-edged shot! Fallen! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Well read, and the danger is averted. Iniesta. Iniesta can so cleverly bypass the press. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Barcelona very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Robson.
This is the time you need that pace.
Iniesta showing great feet there. And he shoots! It's a goal! They are purring, truly purring. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Robson. And it's Bellingham. Robson in acres of space out wide. Iniesta. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Hullet. Looking to play him in. Played into the box. He's rising! And that's a good finish. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Milan cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Space for him to turn and look. And a chance! This time surely! Well taken goal. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Barcelona go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Saliba. Here's Vieira. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. And this is Ibrahimovic.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And this is Forlan. He's found a way through. Shot a goal! Cannavaro. Rijkaard. Varane cuts it out. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And he's intervened well there. So, a temporary halt to the action.
Barcelona are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say, deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Barcelona claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
And we get things going again. Rafael Varane. Vieira gets on his bike and on the move. Hazard picks it up out wide. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. No, he's not getting past him there. Bruno Fernandes. That pass has been well intercepted. Well, they can break here. Vieira. Nesta. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Hazard. Bale, this is promising. Cannavaro gets across and deals with it. Now it's Xavi. Now it's Forlan. And it's Lahm. Xavi. And here's Forlan. Forlan proves just a little bit. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. So this to extend their lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Barcelona visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Van Bronckhorst. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. But chance! And that's in! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? It's Forlan! And it's there! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You tried to send him one way, and he just...
Chance for a shot! Nesta has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Vieira engages and forces him off the ball. Bale could move up a gear here. Can he get on the end of this? Vieira. And it's Iniesta. Cannavaro. Vieira. Nesta. And it's Iniesta. He's being urged to shoot. Ibrahimovic! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Rijkaard. Half an hour gone in the second half. Ferdinand gets a good foot in there. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, nicely intercepted. Cannavaro to Lahm. Iniesta going face to face with his great rival, and it's Hazard. Hazard. Van Bronckhorst. Lampard. Oh, it's come. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Shoots! And it's in! Ibrahimovic duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Milan may be down, but not out just yet. And here's Iniesta. Forlan. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And this is Forlan. He's found... Can he finish? And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And a header! Now, who's going to be... And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's in! And they are disappearing out of sight. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
Habrá 5 minutos de descuento.
So now the difference is 3. Passing is crisp and sharp. Van Bronckhorst. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Vieira. 5 minutes to add. Foot in. Lampard. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great chance! And it's in! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless! And that will be it. Barcelona really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do...